things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you. They get your eye.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check strike. Ready?
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw down. Young. It's caught by Sanders. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now. Throwing, Young. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Let's go now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 4th down, Young. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a give here to Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
There you go. Hey, chill. 47. There you go, 47.
Prescott. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott. Flush to his right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing. Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Prescott now. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
But now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
The play fake. Now Young. That's the tight end Hurst with it. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Sliding out of the pocket. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
That's a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would try to run through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
It's Young off play action. Rolling to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
it was you.
Be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Let's go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Yellow, blue.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, check.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready. Yellow, go on red. Ready.
Young to throw on 4th. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Adam Thielen, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott looking deep downfield.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. 2nd down, back to Sanders.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third.
You see that celebration from him after that stop? Those corners don't normally have the chance to get behind the line of scrimmage and hand in big losses. So when he got that opportunity, he certainly made it a memorable one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Sanders.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Young on first down.
And once again, this is Sanders. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how
pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Here's Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half and several different guys that picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll go again with Sanders, and he'll lose lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Young on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They go play action. Young. He's got Hurst, his tight end. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Going for it with Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion.
On play action, Young.
This one into the hands of Thielen.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
Off the play fake, Young. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
86 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Derek Brown
coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy?
And now here's another interception.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders punching it in from a yard away.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track.
And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
And to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. On 2nd and 11 now. Young. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Young. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
Now Young on 4th down. The connecting here with DJ Shark.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Young to throw it. That is taken in by Hurst.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Once again with Sanders. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Young with it, 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Cowboys are right back in this football game.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Prescott.
Left side to Lamb.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing again on second down. Prescott, and he'll go right back to Lamb. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Prescott from the gun. And now here is another interception. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college. So sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Touchdown, Carolina!
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb.
And my goodness, another interception.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Young off the play fake. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
First down, Young. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
short pass.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Now Young, gonna throw on 3rd and goal. Steps away to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 4th down, Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Terrace Marshall, a 15-yard touchdown grab, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Pinheiro's extra point up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go through with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a carry for Sanders. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. And Young's going to throw it here. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Young here to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise for me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Young's throw taken in by Chark. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Sanders. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. They'll run. It's Sanders. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Young to throw on 4th. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to...
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Dak going to start out going to the air.
And his first pass is incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up the 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give it...
absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Following the interception, Young eluding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Young. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Young. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
On fourth down, Young. Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Prescott down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Prescott looks to throw on first. Steps away.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw, and he'll find Thielen on the right side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. He's got a man complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
They'll run with Sanders, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. It's Young off play action. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Young now.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now Young on 4th down.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10.
See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first down throw for Prescott. Being chased out left. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Dante Jackson picks it.
Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
On the move past the 40, down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Carolina! Adam Thielen, 74 yards.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And out now come the Cowboys. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Cooks on the quick slant.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has them up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
Big Derek Brown making the stop. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit, and number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. A nice little juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. And I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action. Young. This ball complete to Thielen going across the middle. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
That swung out wide to Sanders. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They'll play fake. Now Young. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now Young. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Demir Bird, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Panthers continue to pull away here in this first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question, because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around, or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
2nd down and goal. Young caught on the slant, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Adam Thielen with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys were able to push that lead out a bit further.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing.
And it'll be intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Prescott. And now here's another interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott forced out to his left. And my goodness, another interception. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a give here to Pollard. Bulldozes past him. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Pushes him over. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And now here's another interception.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turned.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and when we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And my goodness, another interception.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
Fields this way up at the 17. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter.
Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
52, 6, 7. Ready?
4th down, Young. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. 1st down, Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They're in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right.
Open man Lamb. It's complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Another run with Sanders. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Sanders. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
They're looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey, no fury.
Young to throw on 4th. And he's got Hurst, his tight end.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Young's throw here on target to Hurst. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, Young. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Bird. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now a first down throw for Young. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. The quick slant caught. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. On play action, Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Hayden Hurst from a yard out.
And the Panthers have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. Now a hit and a loose football. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Prescott. And now here is another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. Young off the play fake. Touchdown Panthers. Hayden Hurst, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And the lead grows.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Yeah, they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Run for Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Eight yards to go on second down. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely, as one of the better coaches in the league always tells me. On offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Pollard going to try the right side, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 14. Prescott from the gun. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a big 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage of what's going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. from the 10. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Come on, set. Right.
It's Young on first down. Over the middle, it's complete.
Here we go, set.
After 1, 7-0. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Ready up.
Young to throw it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here's Pollard. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win when the defense is coming.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Jones is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the quarterbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Now Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Sanders. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 44 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
3rd and long for Young. Over the middle, complete. That's Bird. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Now Young on 4th down. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. And that is going to sail wide right. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
Final play of the half, Young. That one complete. He finds Sharp.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So we have reached half. Hey, Charles, give me water. Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready.
Here's Young.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
Here we go.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
75 yards on the ground now for Sanders. He's got a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 1st and 10, Young. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything. And here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Young on 3rd and 2. It's caught by Sanders.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd and 12, Young. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jabril Cox able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Sanders is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they used the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
On second down, it's Pollard. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
Looking to throw, Prescott.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down throw for Prescott.
Cooks on the quick slant. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Prescott to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And again, it's Prescott. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Prescott now from the 50. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Brandon Smith picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance of victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, Young loses it. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. They had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. This looks like a free play for Prescott. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 60 yards.
And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
They're going to try and run. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because in the back of the end zone, never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
They go play action. Young, he'll buy some time right. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
4th down, Young. Flushed out right. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll run with Sanders up the middle, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Young trucks over him. Oh, another great move. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. It's Young off play action. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Young from the shotgun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
So Dak and the Cowboys down by 8, 2:15 remaining. They've got 1 timeout at their disposal and the 2-minute warning as they go to work here on 1st down. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive.
And a short pickup to about the 25.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Room here to run. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. To throw, Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Powers through him. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run with Sanders. And he's got room. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 38-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Young here to throw. They'll roll him out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. And
that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost him.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they...
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Looking to pass, first play is Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Second down, back to Sanders.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
He'll get this into the hand.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh? Worse? Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Here's Pollard again.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And some room to maneuver.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
They'll run left with Pollard. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
What an advantage having a leak out in the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run through it, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Prescott. And it'll be intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Running right, here's Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Young off the play fake. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On play action, Young sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with a goal at the 13-yard line.
They'll run, it's Sanders. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point. I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
And he's off to a very poor start. 2 passes, 2 interceptions. We'll try and see if he can complete a few to the good guys here as he starts 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44. Off the play fake, Young on the move, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack.
Ready up.
Now Young on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it's 2 in a row. Will we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. To throw again on 2nd down. Young. The Sanders has got it complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. The play fake, now Young. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark, 55 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, 3 to 1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Young. Out to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Young. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ballgame, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness.
And now here's another interception.
And the Panthers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, And
this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Young on 1st down. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another run with Sanders. call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. An inside give, Brown. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point.
Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Yeah, a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. Fake it. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people that can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. It makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you'd run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks. Like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today. Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
4th down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Young. Throw caught here by Bird. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing, Young. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Young with it, 3rd and goal. Into the hands of Bird over the middle. Touchdown! Demir Bird, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to add on to their first half lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So it's halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.